Supreme Court takes another important case that will decide LGBTQ rights versus religious freedom. The Supreme Court has agreed to hear the case of 303 Creative versus Ellenis. Lori Smith is the owner of Denver-based 303 Creative, a web design company. She is expanding her offerings to include wedding websites, but has put a disclaimer on the website that due to her religious beliefs, she will not design for same-sex couples. This violates Colorado's Anti-Discrimination Act. The Supreme Court will be hearing the case only to decide if discrimination is allowed in cases of artistic design. Two things.
Watch this.
Watch this.
I have been hoping and praying for this day for many, many years, and I'm very thankful that the United States Supreme Court has decided to hear my case, because my case is important to all Americans, including artists like myself. It's important that our First Amendment rights for free speech are protected, and I'm thankful that the court's going to hear my case and hopefully protect those rights for myself and all Americans.
You know, first of all, Colorado, again, and she calls herself an artist.
Right.
You know, artists are creatives. You know, they feel things. And you know what? Go to someone else's website.
Right. Yes.
And go Supreme Court.
You know, I'm gonna take a little bit longer than the usual on this, just because it's so
she's the lawyer.
frustrating.
I'll let you because you're pretty.
The attorney at
and
the
also,
table.
I'm sitting at this chair, so I make the rules. Go for it.
It's really, really hard to understand how the Supreme Court would take a case like this, and I'll explain why. This is a case where there's actually this woman who claims to be an artist and graphic designer, web designer, she's the one who brought this action against the state of Colorado, not the other way around, okay? Because what she's trying to do is essentially discriminate, and how can I put it this way?
She wants the okay.
She wants the okay to discriminate, right?
Yep.
And for me to see that our U.S. Supreme Court has decided to listen to this is really disheartening, because I think they should have shut it down. Our First Amendment right to speech is pretty clear. I don't think that there's anything else that they need to clarify. And you know, quite frankly, I think this woman has no business, because she has way too much time in going forward with this lawsuit. Like, go work on some web designs, right? Go do something instead of spending all this time, you know, looking for this lawsuit. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the fact that she has posted it on her website does save a lot of people a hassle. I think all companies that choose not to do business with the LGBTQ plus community should be required to post large signs. If it's a storefront, you post a sign on the storefront, and everybody who sees that sign will go, even our allies, straight people will go,
I'm not going there.
I'm not going there.
Or I am going there.
And, you know, I wouldn't want her to do my wedding website. I mean, there are plenty of LGBT providers. So, you know, I think some of this is just ridiculous. Let her have her pity party for herself.
Yeah.
And we will go to businesses that are members of, you know, LGBT chambers of commerce,
Right,
and who absolutely support us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I never understand the religious radicals when it comes to things like this, because you have a tattoo, right? Last I checked, and the Bible said that you can't do that, right? And then you discriminate, so you spew hate, which again, it says in the Bible that you're not supposed to do, right? So where is the religiousness in
One of the first 10 commandments is love thy neighbor.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
You know?
Exactly. Can I say one thing?
Please, Ms. Karen.
Since we're talking about the Supreme Court and it's a night celebrating women, I just want to have a shout out to the new Supreme Court nominee.
Yes.
Who went to Palmetto High School, which is where I graduated.
The high school of my granddaughter, Isabel.
Yes.
And you guys have to help me with her name because I'm blanking.
Ketanji?
Let's just call her Ketanji.
Ketanji
Yes.
Brown Jackson.
Yeah.
So how fabulous. And Miami, you know, is going to be so proud, and I know she's going to
And I was so hoping it would be her, Karen. Like when they had given us, like, oh, we think that it'll be one of these ladies, right? I was like, oh, let it be.
And you know what's really great is she's young.
Yeah.
So she'll be on there
Forever.
Okay, yeah.
And she's going to vote against Lori and her website and tattoo in her
Okay, I think we got off
unchristian way.
track.
Hopefully she's on the bench by the time that, that case comes up for.
Well, we hope so. We hope so.
Right.
Yeah.
Miss Lexi?
Yeah, so to Cindy's point, like I'm going to spend my money elsewhere. And, at the end of the day, your rights end where mine begin. And so that's how we should be living. And you shouldn't be able to discriminate against me. But if you decide to, I'm not going to throw my money at you.
Right.
Yep.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Lara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ plus